Tiffany joined us at Atlas just last year. And Tiffany, if you could, please tell us a little bit about what you do here at Atlas.
Certainly. First off, I'm really glad to be interviewing with you. And regarding the newsletter for the East Coast Roasters, I'm just really psyched. And what I currently do at Atlas Coffee Importers is I'm one of the customer service representatives, and I also do some account repping. But other than that, I just pretty much make sure that different businesses, whether big or small, or just getting started, have like their green and roasted coffee on hand, so that way they can do whatever they want as they wish.
It's very typical of the customer service team to undersell what they do. Tiffany and the rest of the team at customer service really are like the motor, the motor of Atlas. It keeps us going. They get the orders out of the door. They are like attentive, getting you an offer list when you need them, making sure that you have what you need. They work with forward contracting, like Tiffany said, with roasters of all sizes as well. So Tiffany has had the opportunity to work with roasters of all sizes and helping them sort of get started if they're newer, and doing sort of intake calls with newer clients, or if we're talking about established clients that need to do releases. So the customer service team is responsible for a lot, and we're very appreciative. We're very appreciative of that. So
Yeah.
what would you say is your favorite part of what you do here at Atlas, Tiffany?
So what I can say is my definite favorite part is just like definitely being able to construct emails and put in my little casual spin, but also maintain that sense of professionalism when I am communicating with customers regarding all inquiries.
Right.
Because yeah, because obviously, like, if, or not so obviously, yeah. Um I do have a background in writing when I was doing journalism and writing articles and various other types of writing. So anytime I'm able to construct an email or even talking on the phone, because I also like to, like just learn big words and, learn a word per day and explore the vocabulary and the thesaurus. I just like to have that shine. And that's definitely what I can say about that.
And I feel like everyone, so you did mention your background a little bit, and let's delve into that deeper because it's part of what makes you a really good fit to take over the East Coast newsletter while I'm out. So how did you get into sort of journalism, and how does that impact what you do here at Atlas?
Oh yeah, so for as long as I can remember, ever since I can write, the moment I was able to write, I just fell in love. Like, I've always had like notebooks where I just wrote like stuff in terms of journals. I've had many different diaries from when I was like really, really young, like a tot, to like when I was in like high school.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, it was like a consistent thing. And then I would also write poetry, short
Yeah.
stories, all that stuff, like my own little zines at home.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Oh, thank you. Think like Rocket Power, like when Reggie Rocket did that.
Yes. Oh, Rocket Power. What a throwback. I love that show. I love that show. Yeah.
Yes, super throwback. But
Yeah.
I'm glad you loved it too. But yeah, as I got older, I just got really into like just continuing to do that. Oh, and I also write lyrics and music too.
Right. Oh, I didn't know that, Tiff.
Oh, thank you. Because I
That's
sing
very
and I play
cool.
guitar. Thank
Oh
you.
my gosh, I didn't realize you were a singer. Okay, so see, you see why this is great? I'm also learning things about about
Oh yeah.
Tiffany. Oh, I didn't know that. That's amazing. Okay, so you've always had a love for writing and like communicating via the written media.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely, because my biggest thing is that I feel like I'm more able to express myself through my writing
Yeah,
than like more. I can speak. I'm very articulate when I want to be most of the
right.
majority of the time. But I feel like there's something about writing, whether it be journalism or any other type of way, that is just completely limitless, and you can be, like really fluid, or you can be casual. You
Yeah.
can be however you want to be.
Yeah, and if there's something about, I am someone that is that I would say I like to write, but I'm a more comfortable speaker, I think, than necessarily a writer. But at the same time, I can totally agree with, there's an aspect of writing that's very meditative and that lets you take your time. And that's something that is harder to do when you're speaking, you're in conversation, you kind of feel like you have to remember everything all at once. And so you can be a lot more clear when you're writing and kind of communicate exactly what you want to. And I think that that is one of the very special things about like writing as a form of communication. And so like because and it's also funny, not funny, but ironic that a lot of people who love writing end up in coffee.
Right?
So so I was like, that is. Well, I remember when we were talking about that at first. I'm like, it's very coffee of you, Tiffany. So speaking of that, how did you come to coffee work?
Oh yeah, so like most baristas who start off, and a good percentage of them that end up really passionate about it and growing into it more, the coffee industry.
Yeah,
I yeah, I was in my final semester of undergrad where I was getting my bachelor's degree in communications
yeah,
because I was trying to become a journalist. I was trying to get into like media writing and writing articles for different types of publications, especially online, because that's like the thing right now,
right.
ultimate thing. Oh yeah, and I was still doing that freelance, but I ended up working at Starbucks part time because a girl need money.
Okay. The girls gotta eat. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Girls gotta eat,
the
girls
girls
gotta
gotta
go out.
eat. Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, like, and I already wanted to work in some type of cafe for the longest time, and it was thanks to a fellow classmate in my last semester that I was able to get in and have like some type of networking where I was able to get hired on the spot. And also I had customer service prior, just not coffee experience. So it
Right.
started from, oh yeah, it started from there. And then as I kept, getting more acclimated with different tasks, especially with coffee and just doing the customer service aspect, I became more in love with it. And
Yeah.
oh, indeed, 100%. And I wanted to become a coffee master slash trainer. And yes, and I was like, I would totally do this because I was helping new onboarding people do some training here and there.
Right.
If another, oh yeah, if another shift supervisor or even the manager was unavailable, and I loved it a lot. And yeah, and the rest is history.
Yeah, I would say that's exactly how uh I came to coffee, same deal. Like I mean, I actually was like working on a cruise ship, and when I got back, I had done serving, a lot of serving, but no coffee work. And I went in for an interview and they were like, "Oh, for a serving interview," and they were like, actually our barista would like to be a server, but if you would like to be a barista, we would love to have you. And that's what happened, right? And then I had access to classes through a roasting company, and it was the same deal where I was like, oh, there's a whole world behind this beverage that I didn't know anything about. And so I kind of, that's how I sort of like, and I feel like that's a very common story. Like sometimes people come into coffee knowing exactly what they want, but sometimes you just kind of fall into it. So, and it sounds like that's what happened to both of us. Well,
Oh
we're
yeah,
glad we're glad you're here. And so
yeah.
outside of coffee and writing, what other interests do you have? Well, now I know that you're a singer and a songwriter, which I didn't know before. And what else do you like to do when you're free?
Oh, I have like many different hobbies. I definitely am starting. So, like I was saying earlier in the interview, I'm starting to get back into like singing, and because I used to do voice lessons in high school, and when I was
Yeah.
in, oh yeah, when I was in the first college I attended, which was City College of New York, in like the Harlem area, and I took
Beauty. Woo woo.
go amazing, beautiful school, beautiful campus, and it's just like it's impeccable.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, and then in my freshman year, I took like voice classes right after. In high school, I had took some like voice lessons because I had performed in a talent show and everyone stood up.
Right.
Yeah, thank you.
And so
And
you're
then yeah,
Oh no, just saying. So you're getting back into singing, and what else?
I'm getting back into guitar. I'm getting back into writing music and lyrics of my own stuff because I have like recorded stuff of my original stuff along with
Nice.
covers.
Yeah. Okay, so you're having lots of creative outlets, which we love. And hopefully the East Coast newsletter will be another additional fun creative outlet for you to do and a way to express all of the many skills that you have to bring to the table at Atlas. I couldn't be luckier to have you here and all of your skill sets to take over the East Coast Roast newsletter while I'm out on leave. And I feel really good knowing that it'll be in your capable hands too. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you so much.
Of course. Bye.